ho. Honestly, I have to sit here and laugh now because I was kind of pissed off at the beginning that people were saying this racist shit after the George Zimmerman trial. I was a little pissed off, but now I gotta say I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I find it funny that you believe just black. And then I'm not, there's not just white, Mexican, Asian. I mean, you can throw whatever you want in there. But that's not it. Because the verdict was a not guilty, I tell you what's it. There's key elements to that case as to why that verdict came out not guilty. There's key elements to place why that verdict was expected. Sure, we all had hope that it wasn't. Sure, we all prayed that it was not and that he was not going to walk free. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. A not guilty verdict was expected. Okay? 1. Prosecutors were completely on the defense the entire time. They did not once really step their game up, okay? They made numerous mistakes, and all they wanted to do was completely debunk what the defense attorneys were trying to throw at them. All they did was present evidence that they had and threw it at the jurors and called it a day. Okay? That was 1. Alright? 2. I don't know if anybody paid attention to this. Maybe people did, and maybe some people were upset because there was an all-female jury with no black people on it at all. That is not why I am upset. I am upset because they picked a jury of women who have never been exposed to violence, who have never really been exposed to real struggles that most black people were upset about now. Okay, that black people die every damn day, and if it's a white person, they get away. It should be a new motto. But no, that's not it. When you haven't been exposed to certain things, you don't have an experience, thought, or an opinion about those things that most other people who have been through it have. They could have had a jury of 15 white women for all I care for. But they had a jury of 15 white women who have some kind of background knowledge, who has some kind of experience. Because as a juror, when you go into that back room and you deliberate, okay, you have to take the evidence and the facts and apply them to what you believe is right for a conviction. Tell me I'm wrong, but I know for a fucking fact I am right. You take that evidence and you take your personal feeling of that evidence in front of your face and you apply them to the case and the verdict that you want to see. They could have had a panel of all black people, all black and Mexican. They could have came out with a not guilty verdict too. But somebody who has had some kind of experience, who's had some kind of background knowledge, some kind of different feeling than all these women had, the verdict would have been different. And I do believe that, and I do honestly believe that if these women were exposed to this kind of things, who were exposed to this kind of scenarios, who were around it at some point in their time in life, or their family was, I do believe that the verdict would have been different. Because nobody in this world can tell the juror that they're not supposed to apply common sense. My common sense is different from yours. But they're not supposed to apply their common sense or feelings towards the case. They can't do that. And honestly, I don't believe that they did. Alright? They took several hours. They took 2 days to figure this out. And I believe that, honestly, they did a really good job. Okay? They took the facts and the evidence that were given to them and they put it to the case. And they came out with a verdict that they felt was right. Now, if it was somebody like me and there was a group of us, I would take the facts. We can do it in the same amount of time. Take the facts and apply them to the case. But my personal experience, my feelings of that fact would be applied to the case. Then the case would be applied to the conviction that I felt was right for the facts that was given to me, the evidence that were in my face. I would apply them to that based off of how I felt about that evidence. And that is a major key role, and that is a big problem. Okay, I'm not going to say this is about race anymore. I'm going to say that this is about where you come from, how you live, your lifestyle, your experience, and your fucking background. Everybody else who wants to make this about race, go ahead.